Hi. My AirPods were being an asshole, but I think we could start with the song and then let's talk some shit about Foodie, Beauty, and Salah because they're probably going to jail and we're probably never going to have to hear Crazy Frog again in our life. Thank you, Lori, so much for the super chat. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm here. Let's play the song and then I'll be ready.
Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, filters off, can't handle her fall, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hi, have I mentioned that we probably won't have to hear Crazy Frog again? Tell me why that's the best news to me. Please explain to me why. Hello, everybody. Okay, it's been a crazy past 24 hours since we last talked. Oh my gosh, Joe! Thank you for being a member for 26 months. I appreciate you so much, Joe. I love you. Please tell your wife hello for me. Lori, thank you again for that generous super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Snugglepuss. Hello, Catty Kitty, Petty Pandora, Bonus Kitten Pondu, Kelly Fitzgerald, Not Foodie Beauty, Free the People. Hello, my friend. Stay DJ Risk E White. Can I just call you DJ? Hello! And I think you're the one who gave me the update on Salah, right? They're going after him for filming the oil fields. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know Foodie Beauty has a case number? A case number. Do you know what that means when you have a case number? It means that they're proceeding on with the case for you. And let me remind you that Foodie Beauty is possibly going to be criminally charged. Hello, Lori. Hello, Bonus Kitten Pondu. Lizzie, stealing cats for super chats. I really like your name. I really do. Hey, back rooms. Hello, greeny bluish. Hello. Am I missing anybody? If I am, hey, good to see you, Erin. Hello, my beautiful best friend. I still sound like shit. No, I'm not sick. I'm just allergic to life, I think that's what it is. I'm allergic to life, but I still have to live it. So here we are. I don't know if I saw Taylor come in. I thought I did. If I didn't, just ignore me. Hello, Tia, gorgeous Blue Jays, Rainbow Road, Deb, Violet. Hey everybody. All right, we have some Grumpy Vet. Thank you. The intro is pretty dope. In my head, I picture like Homegrown and Blink 182 combined singing that intro. That's at least what I envision. Thank you very much. Hey Sage, good to see you. Grunge, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have a full chat. No more crazy frog. Thank you for the super chat. No more crazy frog. I feel like that deserves a celebration all on its own. Oil fields and the grave sites. Yeah, remember when they took us to go see Salah's mother's grave? Which I thought was really tacky anyways. Like, I don't need a grave tour of where anybody's family member is, right? I feel like that's a place where it needs to be respected. It just needs to be respected. And she's like trampling all over it, stomping all over it. I don't know. It just wasn't nice. But apparently that was against the law too. Hey Breezy, long time no speak. Going over to FFG at 11, but I thought I'd pop by to say hello. And of course, you can call me DJ. Everyone does. Okay, thank you, DJ. I don't blame you for going to FFGs. I hope you have a fun time. We will be live again in the morning, you guys. I just had shit to take care of this morning. Like, I don't know that anybody cares, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So, in case anybody struggles with this like me, I have like all these tests that I have to redo again. I have to go get another MRI again. I have to get a CT scan. And it was absolute hell for me the last time I did it. So, sometimes you have to know when you have to ask for help, right? So, I talked to my doctor who knows all about like my whole history, right? And he prescribed something. So at least when I'm going to the test, he said to take it a half hour before. Because I just told him, I'm like, I don't know if I'm just insane, but those MRIs, I feel like they suck the soul out of me and they're terrifying. And I don't know. And he was like, no, a lot of my patients have problems with that because it's a closed space. And I'm like, I just think it's because I have no control over this situation. And I struggle with it. I really do. That's why I don't want to be up in a plane either. I can't control it. Anyways, I love you guys. I have to get that taken care of, but for the rest of the week, we will resume for our morning beezing. Hey, Mags, good to see you. Every time I get an ad, my screen blacks out. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Let me change the ads. Because I think I just I click the monetization and then I just put whatever ads in because sometimes if I book a stream, whatever, pre-plan a stream in advance, I'll forget to monetize it. And I'm like, shit, I don't want to do that. But I also understand it's really annoying to get the ads. So before we go to Twitter, um, let me fix that. MRIs are hell on earth. It's awful. And the sound, I mean, the sound doesn't help at all. And it's right in your ear. It's just, ugh, even thinking about it, like, I knew that I was not meant for war. I knew it between the sounds and the guns and all of that. I just knew not to sign up for it because I'm a pussy. Okay, I am. I can't handle the sounds. But then they go ahead and put me through like some kind of audio version of it, and it's just not a fun time. I feel like I need therapy after the MRI. All right, really, I'm just talking right now because I don't want you guys to be sitting around bored. But I'm trying to get into YouTube Studio. I'll put the ads to like every 24 minutes or something. I have a lot of clips for you guys, a lot of shit talking, a lot of serious stuff, a lot of not so serious stuff. I think our stream yesterday sent Foodie raging. Well, community post raging, anyways. You guys were letting me know when we were live she was responding, right? Well, apparently when we ended our stream, she just kept going and then she deleted it all. So we have that too. I have clips from different creators to show you guys. Once we eventually get there, it's going to be a good time, let me tell you. Just if studio wants to take any longer, I mean, I could shave my legs while I'm waiting. I mean, Lord knows they need to be shaved at this point. Well, they're not that bad. But I could start a braid going. Not really. I hate shaving my legs. Does anybody else? All right, we're in. I'm moving it from 12 minutes to every 24 minutes. So that should give you more time before your screen goes black and kicks you out. I hope that helps. I hope it does. I love you and I don't want you to suffer during this. The only person I want to suffer is Foodie Beauty and a creepy ass husband or fake husband. All right, so I think this is where we left off yesterday. I'm so excited for this one. I feel like we're owed this, right? I sat long and hard when I got up to pee at 3 a.m. this morning, and I'm like, okay, Breezy, are you a bitch for celebrating any of this? And then I had to list the reasons why I might kind of be a bitch. But the reasons why that I don't feel that I am being one, mainly because honestly, this bitch had to be stopped. She just has to be. Like, if you've ever seen an addict in full-blown addiction, they don't care who they hurt. They want what they want and they want it now. We've seen her almost get into several accidents. She just doesn't care about anybody. Like, no life other than hers matters. So she needed to be stopped in some way. That and like, it's time for her to be held accountable. She thinks she's above the fucking law, and nobody is. Nobody is. So, this is amazing. It's also been really boring in Kuwait. So we've waited long and hard. We stuck it out. Is this the big ending we've been waiting for? Possibly. And that's okay. As long as she has to answer for everything she's done. The doxing, well, she probably won't answer to them for this, but if she, for whatever reason, gets criminally charged and spends some time in jail, that's all you have to do in there is think. Think and work out, and you can try and get some sleep. You can try. All right. I'm going to try to stay out of the side gossip, not meaning my chat. I mean the tweets where I'm talking shit because that's just for another day. And I'll get distracted and nobody needs to hear about all that right now. Anyways, Huck DeGlama said someone commented that maybe Foodie Beauty is in the US with Teardrop. And oh my God, if they went live together, that would fulfill my wildest dreams. What if she is in the US? That would be a really big mistake. Knowing what we know about her, and I am very proud to live in the USA. I am, and I don't want disgusting people like her to come and add to our problems, okay? I hope she's not in the US. People were thinking she's either back in Canada, she's still hiding out in Kuwait. I've heard she may have ran to another country. But while she's being investigated, I know there's a list going around of different countries she cannot visit. So that's interesting. Hey Drizzy, a rescue kitty is bringing Foodie and her husband down. It's BBJ's revenge, I'm telling you. It is. She neglected that cat, abused that cat, and then tried to just get rid of her. Like she was the trash. And that cat gave her a lot of years, right? A lot of love that Foodie didn't deserve, a lot of loyalty, and she met a man, was going to get rid of her, and then we all know the story. FFG rescued her. Um, It's BBJ's revenge. It's all the animals Foodie Beauty has run over and laughed about. It's the cat that she euthanized for eating butter when really I think she ate the butter. I know there's more animals that she's hurt, but it's all of them. I think they came together and they're taking the fat bitch down. All right, so Fondue Spite Pit bitch said, Salah, you're fucked too. Wasta your way out of this one, buddy. Okay. I am clicking, but nothing is happening. Hello. All right, and I cannot see that. Here we go. Document number. There's the file number. Dear sir, kind regards, we the undersigned, Sahira. Okay, I'm gonna butcher all these names and it's not on purpose. I just am horrible at names. Okay, so that person is acting as the legal representative for the complainant, a Kuwaiti national, civil ID redacted for privacy, hereby submit the following. The complainant works in the field of animal protection through a volunteer team named Paws Kuwait. On 5/30/2025, we received a report regarding a stray kitten found near the Friday market in the Al Ray area of Kuwait. The report stated that the individual took the kitten and later requested donations online without compensation or proper authorization. Upon review, it was found that the YouTube account collecting these donations is titled, I think it's Foodie Beauty, obviously. My computer did an update And it's doing this delay now. And it's not going to bother you guys, but it's probably going to drive me absolutely insane. All right, so they did list our Foodie Beauty. This individual solicited funds without prior authorization from the ministry, in clear violation of laws governing donation collection. She's got she's got legal charges pending against her from the Kuwaiti government. Yeah, I mean this is big. So, furthermore, the individual is not licensed or affiliated with any authorized charitable organization in Kuwait. The case is especially serious as the appeal for donations was published publicly, with photos of the cat and references to veterinary care. Legal grounds. This act constitutes a clear violation of Kuwaiti law regarding the regulation of fundraising and charitable solicitation. She's really screwed herself this time, you guys. Logical said the community goes from she's so broke she can't afford anything to being convinced she's escaped to Canada. There is no way she shelled out thousands in 48 hours to get out. She's fucked and still in Kuwait. You're probably right. I think it's whenever we say she's in Canada, like she's never there, and if we say she's still in Kuwait, she ends up in another country. So I think we a lot of times are just like maybe she's here, maybe she's there, then we'll find out when she actually goes live. If she's still in Kuwait, like, I don't think she's gonna be able to contain the rage much longer, do you? She's gonna fuck herself over. Okay, the individual is not licensed or affiliated with any authorized charitable organization in Kuwait. The case is especially serious as the appeal for donations was published publicly with photos of the cat and references to veterinary care. Legal grounds. This act constitutes a clear violation of Kuwaiti law regarding the registration of fundraising and charitable solicitation. The defendant entered the country under a visitor's permit and is not authorized to collect donations in any form. This is not the first offense reported against the individual. Oh my gosh, Secret Squirrel, thank you. I don't know if an attorney would want to even represent her, especially since she snitched on herself by recording everything and making her very public content. Yeah, that would be a risk representing her, right? But somebody has to, don't they? I mean, serial killers get representation. I think it's going to be hard for her to find somebody probably good that's willing to do it. The defendant entered the country under a visitor's permit and is not authorized to collect. Thank you for the super chat, Squirrel. She's not authorized to collect donations in any form. This is not the first offense. Do you see that? This is not the first offense reported against the individual. Tell me we're getting the same thing from that, right? Somebody else has reported her. So does she have like a file now? Oh my God, she's like breezy in addiction. You should have seen my file. Every time I went in for a new drunk in public, like it was bigger than the fucking Bible. Like it had more pages than any book I've ever seen. My file was quite the file. Anyways, this is not the first offense reported against the individual. Requested action. We kindly request the ministry to take appropriate legal action against the individual for unauthorized collection of donations, that's the first one. Two, violation of laws regarding charitable activities and operating under a misleading identity on social media platforms. Okay, in my head, I'm like, oh, because she goes by Foodie Beauty and she's definitely not a beauty. I don't know. Is that the misleading identity? Or pretending to be Muslim? Which one? Hey, presidential denied twerp. You all expect much more. Wait, you all expect much from stones in Kuwait. Hey, Dot. Hey, Breezy. Hey, Butterfly. Good to see you listening while I finish up my workday. Okay, let's see. This was the first page I started collecting donations for the cat. The second page was created after coming to Kuwait, and through it continued to collect funds. No matter how many threats we come from, we will not retreat. On the contrary, additional complaints are being filed against her. We are now also collecting evidence against her husband, where it turns out he was collecting money in the name of animals. Once we collect all the evidence, we will report it to the authorities as well. It's not just about one person anymore. It's about stopping exploiting donations and protecting animals that actually need help. This was the first page where she started collecting donations for the kitten. The second page was created after she came to Kuwait and continued collecting money. No matter how many threats we receive, we are not backing down. In fact, more complaints are already being filed against her. We are also gathering evidence against her husband as he has been collecting money in the name of animals. Once we have everything documented, we will report him to authorities as well. Oh, wow. So is it going to come out? Like, are they going to look into him calling himself God? I I thought I heard that they had an issue with that, claiming when people claim to be God, right? Marcy said, entered the country on a visitor's permit and is not authorized to collect donations in any form. There it is in black and white, Chantel. You've been working illegally in Kuwait for 3 years, and you're about to get your ass handed to you. Oh my God. Well, I'm sure they've seen the Kibala. They have to have. Allah and Murad are being investigated. Oh, you bet are being investigated. Maybe, possibly. I think everybody's going to regret the day Foodie Beauty came into their lives. We tried to tell people everything Foodie touches turns to shit. It just does. Neurospicy Life said whatever happens, Chantel is fucked. Multiple criminal charges in Kuwait as a tourist with zero rights in the country. She's playing a dangerous game. Bankrupt and too broke for Canada. Nothing but a YouTube plaque and some filthy clothes to her name. Enjoy your karma, cutie. You deserve every bit of it. Sophia said, don't forget the people she used and left behind, like dirty, discarded underwear after ruining their lives. They are now on the other side of the field and probably hate her with a passion. What a glorious day to not be Chantel. It really is. I mean, life doesn't get much better than this, does it? Hey, Blondie. Hey, Danielle. I feel like I saw somewhere, I don't know if I retweeted it. I hope I did. I saw somewhere that somebody commented on Paws Kuwait that Foodie Beauty tried scamming them too. Did you guys hear about that? Sorry, I muted myself. Hey, old wrinkly wiener. Okay, let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Hopefully that helps. If it's too zoomed in, let me know and I can fix it. Okay, here's a clip from Fat Cow. I know Foodie Beauty was raging at Fat Cow last night. Well, in the community tab. So Tap on B said the so-called vet they took Bruce to is only a pharmacist, not a vet pharmacist, just a pharmacist. Has no qualifications to diagnose an animal. What a criminal she is. Wow. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but that guy doesn't look like any vet I've ever seen. Like every vet I always worked under wore scrubs and a white coat, and they weren't out the front ringing people out. Like you rarely saw the vets come up to the front for anything. That wasn't a vet.
Been previously diagnosed by a veterinarian.
Isn't she sweet? Yeah.
My second point, just for argument's sake, was you took the cat to a veterinary pharmacist. Now, a veterinary pharmacist is, you're going to believe this, this sounds hysterical, it's completely unbelievable what I'm about to say. A veterinary pharmacist is a pharmacist who has a license to distribute medicine for animals. They're not licensed to diagnose animals or to treat ailments in animals that haven't been previously diagnosed by a veterinarian.
See, and I have a bad feeling, you guys, she took Julia to that pharmacist to be spayed. Remember when we saw the incision line? It didn't look like somebody who went to school did it. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, it looked like I attempted to do a spay or neuter. Well, spay, obviously, because it was a female cat. But it looked like as if I attempted to do a spay and then sew Julia back up.
They're not allowed to, they're not qualified to. They can dispense
Phoebe,
medication and they can give medication advice for over the counter medication. They fill prescriptions written by
my computer's being an asshole. I'm sorry, you guys. We're just gonna have to go with it.
vets or can give over the counter medication. Now, I suspect, as with human pharmacists, I don't mean pharmacists who are human, but pharmacists who can prescribe medication to human beings in Kuwait, veterinarians can probably give more than just regular over-the-counter medications.
Okay, again, I've been out of the veterinary field for a long time. I've never heard of a veterinary pharmacist in my life. The veterinarians would prescribe the medication, and then the receptionist or the technicians would get the medication and count it out. Unless it was a controlled, that was something different. But have you guys heard of a veterinary pharmacist? And maybe it's the thing. I'm sure there is, but I'm saying maybe it's like a bigger thing out there. I would prefer to just take my animal to the vet who can do an exam and tell me what's wrong, and then prescribe medication for my animal.
And can prescribe other things without prescription, such as antibiotics.
So
The
Lindsay said no pharmacist prescribes meds, they fill them. So this is all over the counter stuff. All over the counter. So Foodie really went the cheaper route, it sounds like. Instead of going to get professional care from an actual DVM, she just went to a pharmacy who guessed and said, oh, this might help.
the person you sent the cat to for medical treatment is not only not qualified to diagnose a pet for ailments beyond obvious flea infestation, mite infestation, that kind of thing, but is also not allowed to diagnose your pet. Now, Paws Kuwait is not suing you. Paws
They're taking legal, well, they're trying to criminally charge her or get her criminally charged. Genevieve, thank you for the super chat. BBJ's Revenge is the best arc of all time. This really is. Has anybody else been in the best mood since all this shit went down? I know I have. I've slept amazing. I mean, I can't breathe, but what's a little breathing, right? Like, otherwise, life is good. Life is good. Hold on. I want to look at these comments really fast. I'm really trying hard not to get sidetracked. I'm actually pretty impressed with myself in this moment. I shouldn't have jinxed it, but I'm nosy as fuck and I want to see what other people are saying too. Okay, Ash said, Chantel is so fucking stupid. She really thinks everyone else is as dumb as she is. I said it before and I'm saying it again. This type of shit is the reason her marriage is in question. They are so untruthful and they scam and cheat everything. Everything. I've never seen two. Well, okay. Salah, we see him here and there. So I'll just speak on Foodie, right? Like she is one of those people with a chip on her shoulder, and she thinks the world should bow down to her and give her everything because she's overweight. So you know what I mean? She's not just overweight; she's super morbidly obese. But she's one of those people with a chip on her shoulder, and she wants everything handed to her. She's the laziest person in the world, the most smug person with the biggest ego I've ever seen. But one thing I learned being in this little journey I've been on, being in addiction and getting sober, I've learned that your ego will kill you. It will. I've seen it kill people. Your ego will kill you, and her ego needs to be smashed. And maybe Paws Kuwait are the people to smash her ego. I hope they investigate everything. I hope people look into this marriage. I hope people discover what's on Salah's phone. He thinks he's God and he wants to rape women and their Bibles. He wants to shit on people. Like, I don't know if that's illegal where he is, but it sounds like it. If you can't even live with your girlfriend, I'm supposed to believe you could go around shitting on people. Sharon said Fat Cow cleared all that up. I think Foodie doesn't realize she is not being sued. She has a criminal case with Kuwait. I can't wait to see this. Yeah, she watched Fat Cow because she was raging about her. I heard she was talking shit about Fat Cow's tattoos. I think Fat Cow looks beautiful. I do. Adamambi said, so she gave human antibiotics to the kitten? Tatbombi said, I'm not sure. Maybe it was just over-the-counter pills or maybe gave illegally. Either way, it's bad. Well, animals and people oftentimes take the same antibiotics, like the same medications. You wouldn't believe there's dogs that take Seroquel. Like there is. There's all types of medications that we have in common. However, I really think if she thought this kitten was truly on death's door and was dying, and if she didn't come, it was gonna die, why wouldn't she have just taken it to a vet? I know why, because it would have dipped into her food money. Mercy Miss Percy said, this is truly turning into Don't Fuck with Cats 2.0. I am here for it. Yeah, you would think she would know by now, right? Based on what she went through with Girl World before, with how she treated BBJ and everything, like, why would she fuck with cats some more? She never learned her lesson. Kimberly said, is this the one his sis works for? I wouldn't put it past the ignorance of that fool. Nona said, so the dude at that garage could also be fucked. They literally filmed him. Yikes. Imagine, like, you don't know that your life is going to be ruined when you help a 900-pound woman and whatever the fuck Salah is supposed to be. I don't want to call him a man. He's not. Anyways, imagine that you don't know that your whole life is going to be blown up. You go to work one day, help a few people out, and now you're being investigated. But you know, if that person's doing something shady, they should be. I don't know. Like I said, I just have this really bad feeling that's where she took Julia to be spayed. I hope I'm wrong. Loretta said, how can Foodie Beauty be so daft? This isn't just about taking a kitten. It's about you making money and asking for donos the entire time you've been in Kuwait on a tourist visa. This is not a civil case. It's a criminal case. Like you said, about vitally ignorance of the law isn't an excuse. True. Excellent said, Foodie Beauty has a proven history of ignoring regulations while in Kuwait. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. Okay. I feel like I could breathe better now. All right. Excellent Boiled Potato said Foodie Beauty has a proven history of ignoring regulations while in Kuwait. Beezer's being outraged that she's finally seeing some accountability speaks for their own lack of education and or morals. It is what it is. I forgot to include wasting food subsidies meant for the poor. Oh, I forgot about that too. I forgot about that too. I think we already went through this stuff. Hold on. Oh, they asked Chat GPT a question. There's a Canadian YouTuber who has been living in Kuwait repeatedly, re-entering Kuwait since November 2022, every 3 months on a tourist visa, but receiving a paycheck from YouTube while uploading and filming in, hold on, Kuwait. She has also received income by making cameo videos and selling branded merchandise and asking for monetary donations to buy food for herself to eat on camera, and most recently to take a nursing kitten off the street. She did this while live on YouTube and asked her viewers if she took the cat, would they give her money? Under current Kuwaiti laws, are her activities considered illegal? So they said yes, or ChatGPT said yes. Based on your description, the Canadian YouTuber's activities may be in violation of several Kuwaiti laws and regulations, including immigration, labor, and fundraising laws. Oh my God, she really fucked herself over. All of this because she couldn't listen to her chat. She's gonna be looked at every aspect of everything she's done there. Wow. Okay, so she may be in violation of several Kuwaiti laws and regulations, including immigration, labor, and fundraising laws. Here's a breakdown of potential legal issues under current Kuwaiti law. Working on a tourist visa, violation, engaging in income generating activities while on a tourist visa. You guys think of how many days she would shout out her Cameo, her PayPal. She was even getting paid to do feeder corn. They're going to look into all of that. Even though YouTube income is received online through AdSense, Cameo, or merch sales, if filming, content creation, or any part of the monetization process is happening in Kuwait, it can be considered work performed on Kuwaiti soil. And then it gives you a list of laws. Okay, revolving tourist visa entries. Violation, repeated short-term entries to evade long-term residency requirements. It says the risk accumulated suspicion over 2+ years of this pattern could result in blacklisting, detention, or deportation. Oh, okay, let's keep going. It definitely didn't have a deadly lung infection. Oh, I'm so far behind. Sorry. Hi, Stevie, by the way. Hey, Freedom. To think she may have escaped all this if she fled to Canada and left the mess for Salah to deal with, which would be so jacked up. Yes, he is complicit and ignored people's warnings about Foodie, but I don't want him deported. I honestly can't say that I care what happens to him. I don't know what that says about me, but I don't. I just don't. He wants to rape women. Do I care that he's deported? No. Is he adding anything to Kuwait? Is he working? No. I feel like he's just a waste of everybody's time and space and energy and air. Um, I don't care. I'm sorry. You're a much better person than I am. You are. On unauthorized fundraising, the violation is soliciting donations without a permit from the Kuwaiti Ministry of Social Affairs. It says penalty. This is treated seriously, especially if repeated or involving non-citizens. Any form of asking the public for money, even for personal or charitable reasons, requires a government-issued license, which she doesn't have. Dot said, I find it strange she hasn't done any videos or live just posts and she hasn't removed any Muslim pictures. She's deleting videos and lives, I heard, and she's changing the titles of her videos. Like the Ramadan Donuts, I think, is renamed. Anyways, Foodie's in a shit ton of trouble. We could see that from the list here. She thought she was just being sued. It turns out they could both end up in jail, deported, blacklisted, banned. Ay, ay, ay. If they truly loved each other and were in an honest marriage, would you want to fuck up with your partner and you both go to different countries and different jails where to never see each other again? I feel like in a healthy relationship or in a relationship where you actually like and love the person, like you don't want to see them do bad, right? You just don't. But these two, I mean, they hate each other. Either they got sick of each other and couldn't find a way out. I don't know. This is bad. Pierre said, so Foodie Beauty spells organization the same way Donnie, the Islamophobe who threatens Paws. Yeah, this is interesting. We, okay, deep down, we knew she was part of threatening Paws, right? Like her beezers obviously probably played a part. I picture Anime doing that. Strawberries, definitely Nicole. But anyways, how big of a coincidence could it be that they spelled out one word the same? Whoever threatened the organization of Foodie Beauty. Let's see. They spelled organization just like that. And then look at the threats here. This is Foodie, right? Foodie's the kind of person to revert. And then because she didn't get her way, she'll end up back in Canada talking shit about Muslim people, about the people in Kuwait. She will not be able to shut her mouth. Uh, that's just how she is and who she is. I feel bad if anybody really thought she was taking this religion seriously. All right, what is this? Her infamy precedes her. Okay, hold on. I forgot what this is.
At least
Come on.
there's dead rodents all over the place, guys. At least every other day, we see a dead rat just on the ground. Like, because there's a lot of cats and there's a lot of rats. Rodents litter the beach, yeah.
Wow, do you see the bottom?
There-
It says love in Kuwait, and it says never diss Kuwaitis ever. I remember seeing on a Reddit or somewhere where this video, or there's this clip to Foodie Beauty, and everybody that lives in Kuwait, or most people, whoever saw the fucking thread, okay? They're like, I've lived here for 3 years. I've never seen a rat. I've lived here my whole life, and I've never seen a rat.
There's dead rodents all over the place, guys. At least every other day, we see a dead rat just on the ground. Like, because there's a lot of cats and there's a lot of rats.
If there's a lot of cats, then there wouldn't be so many rats, right? What do I know? Anyway, Salt and Sass said, oh my, the catnapper of Kuwait is getting popular. People are sick of her. People are sick of her. I'm gonna go look at this account later. Levin Kuwait. They don't seem very happy with Foodie Beauty. Oh yeah, they did find it from the Reddit. It said via sad refrigerator on Reddit. Just breeze and Shay, right? I'm off. I'll be around for as long as this exciting content is going on. As soon as it's boring again, I'll be back to oblivion. I get it. It does get boring sometimes. But I think a lot's going to be happening, luckily, so I look forward to seeing you. I'm sorry I sound so stuffed up, you guys. I swear I'm allergic to life, everything. Miss T said, under Kuwaiti law, a tourist visa prohibits work, and monetized content creation is considered work, even if you're not being paid by a Kuwaiti entity. Even if you're filming a casual vlog style content, you're editing and uploading later outside of Kuwait. You're not getting paid by a Kuwaiti sponsor. If the purpose of your trip includes filming for income, you're engaging in unauthorized commercial activity on a tourist visa. False online identity? Yikes, yeah. Oh, I'm so far behind again. Remember Foodie talked about the grifters of TikTok? Yes! Begging for money. It's like it got the wheels spinning in her head to step up her own grifting game. It did. And I think too, she obviously watches those lol-cow people. She tries to steal a lot of what they're doing. Like, you could pay me to stay on for 2 more hours. You could pay me to do this, you know? PI said she's in Canada and already high. She won't be able to stay away. She made a post saying, LMAO, I know I'm taking a break, but I just heard the funniest song lyrics ever from the Guess Who. Don't give me no hand-me-down shoes, LMAO. Yeah, I didn't understand that post. She has to be high, right? Hold on, I want to look at the comments. We had the exact same thought. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, every time I think she's in Canada, she's still in Kuwait, so I'm just gonna wait to see where she pops up. Raptor said, wouldn't that be the music her aunt or her mom or Aunt Phil would be listening to? Yeah, I said, I think so. She might be back home. But Logical pointed out too, she said that she didn't even have, or she couldn't even ask for donations to get back home. Pete's is out of his inheritance money. How did she get the money to go back? She's high on benzos. Her visa is blocked from leaving. Allah loaned Salah a pair of shoes. Oh gosh. Would you wear shoes after Salah did? After, like, see, we know what his toes look like, right? Let's see, Sandra said, like, people won't turn on her Twitch account so they can monitor it. She doesn't have a brain cell left. That works. The fat has turned her brains into mush or something. Man, she's not too bright. I just think it's the best way I could describe it is she's very much stuck in addict mode. You don't really think anything through. You just want what you want and you want to do what you want to do. And while I don't think she's still on cocaine, well, she might be actually. I don't know. I have moments where I think she's doing shit. And then I remember how she told us Allah could get, remember he said he could get the whiskey, the weeds, the laptops, all that stuff. So who knows what he could actually get. But while she might not be getting high in this moment off of coke, meth, whatever else that goes on in my brain that I'm thinking she does, um, she still gets high every time she eats cheese, every time she eats a burger. That's her drug of choice. So, anyways, all that matters is food to her and how she can make money so she can eat more. She doesn't think anything through. She said about Fat Cow, imagine this is your life. Look at this lonely beast salivating over this happening, over analyzing potential legal repercussions for trying to help a cat. Repercussions that none of which will happen as usual. Foodie, I think they're happening. I think the ink from that awfully hideous forehead tattoo you have has warped your brain. I'm sorry. It's just too hard not to clap back at these parasitic losers. Even if this was true, you think they are just going to throw a guilty verdict automatically? LOL, I can't. Okay, I'm done with this stupid, stupid bullshit case. But I'm sure Paws will keep posting publicly about it for clout and to make an example. I'm sure they will, and I hope they do. All right. If Foodie Beauty hasn't left, okay, so and then she showed what Fat Cow said. If Foodie Beauty hasn't left by the time they file from the charity has been made tomorrow, she will not be allowed to legally leave the country until a verdict has been reached, which also means she'll overstay her visa and be fined 10 Kuwaiti dinar a day for every day she stays over, which she has to pay before she can leave, even with deportation, I believe. Things are getting messy. Maybe she's just in denial. She just thinks they're going to throw it out because of her face card, right? The people who support these old cows are even worse than the actual offenders. Imagine your life revolves around Fat Cow. Lindsay said, does she not realize that the judicial system, there is not like Canada or the States? They can behead her, stone her, or whatever else. She's insane. I mean, the fact that men could still do that to their wives in the streets, I mean, why would she think that they're gonna go easy on her, right? Why? In her head, she very much she does carry around that white privilege. She does. She thinks she's pretty, and she thinks because she's white, everybody's gonna bow down to her. She is one of those people. I think they're going to make an example out of you. And what are you going to do in jail, Foodie? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if they stone you? Does that sound like a fun time? The words "I'm sorry" probably could have went a long way. You saying, "Hey, what can I do to fix this situation?" That probably would have went a long way. I know for a fact, going through many times seeing a judge, every time I went in there with an attitude problem, thinking I was hot shit and I could run shit, or they were just gonna give me a slap on the wrist, every time I walked in there with that attitude, I got the worst shit. I remember one time I had an attitude problem. The judge was sick of seeing me, so he put an ankle monitor on me for 30 days until I got into a rehab. And it was one of those that I couldn't drink on it, right? I could go wherever the fuck I wanted. I just couldn't drink, which, like, if I couldn't drink, I wasn't going anywhere, right? Like, anyways, but that's what happens. People get tired of hearing people complain about you. They get tired of smug attitudes, thinking that you're above the law. She is one of those people that's going to fuck up majorly, and they'll throw the book at her. I hope they do, anyways. We don't know Lynn. She's more innocent than 90% of YouTube. Yeah. So, I feel like that needs to be a shirt or on a coffee mug. Anyways, Peach Slick said repercussions, none of which will happen as usual. Shaking my head, she knows she's a cockroach. Maybe her family isn't helping either. And they're like, look, it's not that big of a deal, cutie. I can't believe those people are being so mean to you because you wanted to save a cat. Maybe you should just eat some more and it'll all go away, cutie. Like, that's how I picture her mom is. Anyways, do you guys like this song by Prince, Summer Revolution? Kiss? I feel like it's a good time. This song, I don't know, it's so amazing, no matter how many times I hear it. And this version specifically. All right, I like Elvis. Make fun of me. I don't care. Paris said it kind of feels like being a kid in the 90s watching OJ Simpson's. By the way, I have voice notes from the rescue coming up. It's just going to take a minute to get there. Okay, Paris said it kind of feels like being a kid in the 90s watching OJ Simpson's White Bronco and the slowest police chase. The best part of all this? Her idiotic chat are the ones who will put her in the Kuwaiti jail. Nikki G included. Animal abusing weirdo, Mick loving it. Oh yeah, so there's this man on Twitter that's claiming to be Nicole's boyfriend, and he's insinuating that she's not doing well mentally and it's our fault. And now Yo Mama is running with that. He even like posted a tweet from me and he was like, "Did you not learn anything from Lil Mama's situation?" For one thing, I'm not responsible for people I don't know's mental health, right? Like I've never met Nicole. I'm not responsible for her. To the boyfriend running around on Twitter, you're right there. You should be helping her. If she's not well, encourage her to stay offline. I don't know this woman. However, I will say this. She abused her cat. Did she think about what her cat was going through when she put a rubber band around its neck? Was she worried about her cat's mental health? Probably not, right? So, like, I'm sorry. While I wish her well, I'm not going to lose sleep over if she's struggling or not. That's not my responsibility. She's an animal abuser. That's just, I'm sorry. Harry the Hunter said, "I'm from the land of free speech," quoting Fruity Beauty. She did say that. Thank you for the super chat. The narcissistic victim card, so treasured. Thank you, Harry. Celebrating the possible end of hearing Salah play Crazy Frog. Yeah, if he goes to jail, you guys, we will have a big party. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll do something. We will. Lizzie said, "Foodie Beauty, her channel has always been set to Canada." Oh, yeah, I posted a screenshot. I don't know. I thought it was something new that she put it back to Canada, but apparently the couple's channel was the only one that was listed as Kuwait. And I heard that that's not even still listed as Kuwait. I don't know. I haven't went back to check. Anyways, Lizzie said her channel has always been set to Canada. She couldn't change it without stopping AdSense and reapplying to change it to Kuwait. So she never did. Only the couple's channel, formerly Beezer Show, was set Kuwait, and I believe it's no longer monetized. Interesting. Nicole was a Beezer that made a channel react. That part too, and that's the same thing with Little Mama. Like, for whatever reason, Yo Mama wants me to take responsibility for it. I talked about that woman once. He had a whole skit on her. He said he was going to buy ring pops from Amazon and suck on them every time he reacted to her. Like, he said more about her than I ever did. Anyways, I'm just sick of people being blamed for other people's mental health. Like, I don't know Nicole. I don't know these people. I'm not in the same home as them. Whoever is around that has time to go around to Twitter and YouTube, like, you need to be getting them help, right? If social media is no longer a safe place for your partner, you should probably tell them to log off or, I don't know, unplug their Wi-Fi, unplug the Wi-Fi. Do it. It might save their life. PI said, "Oof." Okay, what is this? Jess said, please can I ask what this means for Foodie Beauty? She doesn't deserve to get away with how she acted in your country. I'm so sorry you have to go through all this. Thank you for all that you do. You are much appreciated." Ragamuffin said, "I come from the land of free speech and live in the land of Sharia law." Oops. Thank you, Ragamuffin, for the super chat. I don't think she thought that one through. Um, Anyways, this person told Paws, "Thank you for all you do. You are much appreciated." I bet her sugar gets in check, probably. A Quran in Arabic too, Kez, perfect for foodie. Hey, Kez! Anyone with someone who abuses animals is a sack of shit too. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, that part. Like, I'm not losing sleep over Nicole's mental health. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I have lost sleep over her cat, though. So anyways, Paws Kuwait says the first page is about the small kitten and she's asking donations for him. The second page is all about her activity collecting donations from the time she arrived to Kuwait till the day she left, as she says she fled to Canada. So 3 years worth of stuff they're going to be reporting on her. 3 years. Yeah, for real. I have mental issues, my responsibility to get help, or I'm a danger to self or others, nobody else. Yeah, like I suffer with anxiety, depression, all of that. And I was really struggling. Like I was over the summer. A lot of shit went down. I was having the worst anxiety of my life. And it was my responsibility to go get help, right? Like I have a family, I have a daughter, I have a partner, I have animals that depend on me. So I could sit there and suffer and blame everybody else, or I could go get myself help. But I do want to ask really fast before we continue on with this foodie beauty stuff. Yo, mama, since I saw your little opinion on me, did you ever think about my mental health and what could have happened to me when you were lying, saying I left my daughter alone to go get drunk when I was actually sober when you were lying about that? All the other shit, like, did you ever think about that? No, right? It didn't cross your mind. So why am I responsible for a Beezer? Why is Yaba responsible for a Beezer? All right, let's keep going. Oh, wait, I was going to look at the comments in this one. Dan said, oh man, but it just became illegal a few days ago. No? Okay, this is where I need somebody to clarify. So if it just became illegal, can they go back 3 years and look through everything she's done, or does it count from the day it became illegal? I'm not really sure. My crime sprees were drunk in Publix. Stuff like that. I don't know. Acadia Strong said she'll try to pass herself as the new Kuwait martyr for trying to save that kitten. She will, and that's what she's claiming. Everybody's mad that she saved a kitten, and she's going to be thrown in jail and sued and whatever else because she saved a kitten. That's not it. But you had no business taking that kid. Crazy Yogabi said, Salah knew better, and I have a feeling that he's been pushing the begging over the past couple of months. What's really sad is that it takes a lawsuit to stop her and not YouTube to help enforce their rules of soliciting money, binge eating, breaking the law. She just, oh, she isn't in Canada, Free the People said. I think they will find enough dirt even if they can't be charged for the newer law. I think so too. They may be able to only charge her for her recent things, but may use the past activity for evidence. Okay, I get it. Well, working for 3 years illegally, very interesting to them, I would think. She can't afford to leave. She can't afford to pay for her. Pete's can't either. I don't think she can leave the country. She's fucked. Would you be so brave to go to another country and just do whatever the fuck you wanted? Like, I'm traumatized from the one story I read about the kid who stole a poster off a wall. He went back to his family brain dead. I wouldn't go to another country unless I read up on their laws first. Like, I feel like that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I would get to know every single law so I would know, am I allowed to sneeze in public? Am I allowed to curse in public? Am I allowed to wear these shorts? Like, I would just make sure, right? I feel like that's a normal thing to do. I think she's facing prison, which she is at least. Her family would pay to get her out of there. All the time she disrespected Ramadan. She disrespected them so much. I have some clips to show you too. We'll eventually, let's see, get to that. I'm sorry, I know I'm yapping a lot. Oh, okay, based on this screenshot alone, would you say this person is buying subscribers? I've been keeping track since, I don't know. They really fucked up with trying to expose my child, so I've been really keeping track of this person. But it's weird. So for the past 3 weeks, every time they lose 10 subscribers, the very next day they'll gain 10. And then they'll stop for a day. But like if you go to Social Blade and you look at this person's it looks weird to me, right? I don't know. Like mine don't come in tens at all. So who knows? No, she didn't. I bet she doesn't even know which direction to face. Her goose is cooked. See, and I keep thinking I'm smelling bacon. I think they're gonna roast the pig. I think they are. Oh, by the way, Miss T posted this and it was the inspiration for our thumbnail today. Thank you, Miss T. All right, I do have clips. Yeah, we're supposed to believe this dude's a vet. And when I'm talking about his appearance, I guess I just mean I've never seen a DVM not in scrubs with a white coat. I just haven't. I haven't seen them come to work in their pajamas or what they just worked out in. This place is filthy. We watched it in real time too, and we were even saying, like, this isn't adding up. They were in and out of there. I mean, do they even have a scale to weigh kittens or puppies in there? Anyways, Dagry said it's a good point. Oh wait, what is this? Board Potty Mouth said, may I point out Bruce wasn't seen live getting care from a vet. Here's my takeaway from the pet pharmacy. Salah, greasy as fuck with a kitten in a carrier. I didn't see the kitten get care. It seems strange that the dude is a vet though. Did he spay Julia too? I think so. I think he did. That was a botched incision line. I feel like I could have sewed that up better drunk. It just looked really bad. Loretta said, why does she keep saying they filmed the vet visit live? That's a lie. Yes, they were live during driving to a pet pharmacy, but she didn't take the camera inside. And at one point, he came to the door and made her flip the camera away from them and onto her. Not sketchy at all. God, my heart, poor Julia. Just a supply store, no medical knowledge, none. I guess it's a good thing it's over the counter stuff. Yikes. Hectic llama. Okay, what is this? Oh, I think I'm gonna have to speed this up really fast. Well, I'll just fix it when the music comes on, I think. Oh, fuck it.
Kuwait arc is over.
Weekend celebration. This is your celebration.
Kuwait arc is over.
Oh my gosh. Okay, every time you hear that song, though, is it not a whole entire celebration in itself? I feel like I'm going to be dancing to that song all this week. Oh, did you guys know that cheese triggers the same part of the brain as hard drugs? It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Soundtrack to this era. I was worried they were going to take my live down if I kept playing it, though. So, like, I'm sorry I had to end our party. But anyways, okay, what is this? Oh God, Mel. I haven't seen her in a minute. Is she still pregnant with Josh's baby? Paranoid Android said, which part of collecting donations, unless you have a license to collect donations, is illegal? Do these idiots not understand? It's like smashing your face into a brick wall repeatedly. My God. Okay, what is this? Oh, I think this was a Beezer offering their attorney to Foodie Beauty. Nina Batchelor said the donations were not fraudulent. What the hell is wrong with them? Are they going to become a reaction channel as well? I hope so. I don't believe for a second anyone on this side is harassing any organization. They are welcome to prove it. Chantel, I have a family attorney and would be glad to put him in contact with you. Just say so. I'm sure your family attorney loves you signing them up for this. Oh my God. This person said, yes, Nina, your American family attorney is going to be very helpful in assisting a Canadian woman breaking the laws in Kuwait. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nina, I don't know if you're new to Foodie Beauty, but her Beezers, I don't think so. Her Beezers attack people for just talking about her. For just talking about Foodie, they will dox your kid, your grandma, your bearded dragon, your neighbor down the street, but you don't believe that they're harassing a cat rescue. Interesting. They don't seem to understand that Kuwait has defined fraud as perhaps differently than Chantal. Yeah, that part. If it's not what Chantal says it is, then it's a stupid law. Nobody has to follow it, right? Bad Seed said, Chantal, let's put this kitten issue to the side. You still broke the law by admitting you were receiving money for your job, which is YouTube. That is a violation of the tourist visa. You are fucked in every direction. Well, at least she's finally getting fucked, right? Miss T said, no more fucking crazy frog! Woo! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start singing Celebrate. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip of my sparkling water. Okay, you guys, if you have a beverage, a Coke Zero, a sparkling water, or if you are a responsible drinker and you don't have to drive later, cheers. This is to you. This is to you. This is to our sanity, to never having to hear Crazy Frog again. And the yuck, 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 yuck. And the, oh my God. Oh, all right. And you have to sip right after you cheers or else it's bad luck. All right. That was amazing. I have bubbly sparkling water. It's Bellini Bliss. It's peach, pineapple, mango, and it's one big party in your mouth. And you don't have any regrets later. I highly recommend it. Okay, so Excellent Boiled Potato said, and just like that, Foodie Beauty pretends her 6-hour community tab, Smuggy Rage Fest, never happened. I guess she never heard the internet is forever. Yeah, I don't know why she's bothering changing her titles either. We all have the Ramadan, what was it, sponsored Ramadan donuts? We all have that. We all took screenshots. I heard she's privating things, deleting things. Even she knows she's in trouble, you guys. Even she knows she's in trouble. You have a crush zero. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I can't do it anymore. I used to be able to do the goofy laugh, but I feel like it's gonna hurt my head if I try right now. I'm so fucking congested. I feel like my head is going to pop. And I've tried the Mucinex, I've tried Allegra, I've actually even been on an antibiotic. And for some reason, I'm just getting more and more stuffed up. So I might actually take a pin and just, I don't know, I might pop my head. It just needs to pop. It needs to pop. I'm your Huckleberry said the fact that Foodie Beauty is currently combining X, as is proven by her including that Grok search, all while not actually taking in any of the advice or clarification being given on what laws she's violated. It shows you how hopeless she is. Zero ability to see past her own nose. That pretty much sums her up. She can't see anything past what she wants, what she needs. She's very, very selfish. Like, I don't even think she cares about the shit that's probably going to come on to Salah and his family. Well, I don't feel bad for Salah, and I don't necessarily care what happens to a man that wants to rape women. I kind of feel bad for his family in a way. Like, maybe they didn't know he was this sick and twisted. Maybe they didn't know how big of a fuck up he really was. I don't know. They all seem to have good careers, right? Isn't his dad a professor? His sister is a pharmacist. His other sister is an artist. And then they brought Foodie into their life, or Salah brought Foodie into their life, and now, like, they're all going to be looked at. They will. Because the thing is, okay, while Foodie tells everybody that Salah has a job, when Marty was covering Foodie Beauty and sending the tow trucks and all that stuff, it came out that Salah doesn't own a perfume business. Hold on, it sounds like I need what? My boyfriend said it sounds like you need to go to your local pet vet and get your script to help with your congestion. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I went and saw an actual doctor. What does he know about Augmentin? Fuck that. I'm just going to go to the pet pharmacist. That's what I'm going to do. Oh my God, you crack me up. What was I forgot what I was talking about in this moment. Anyways, Foodie's selfish. It was probably something about that. Eventually, we're going to get to the voice notes. I promise. I promise. Someone left a comment for Foodie Beauty, so Canada confirmed. She said, nope. I didn't say I was in Canada, but I come from Canada where we have freedom of speech. Okay, well, you're not currently in Canada, so your freedom of speech that applies to Canada doesn't apply to you in Kuwait. Good luck to you. You went to one of the strictest places that I can think of. I mean, granted, I haven't been to many places, but it sounds really fucking strict, right? Like, I'm not covering that for anybody. I'm not watching my mouth. I'm going to curse like a sailor. Well, okay, this is the thing. If I'm visiting, yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I'm not going to go there permanently knowing that I'm probably going to say bitch and get arrested. Or I want to sleep next to my boyfriend who I'm not married to yet. Like, I don't want to be arrested. Anyways, I'm not going to go to a place thinking I could break every fucking law, and because I come from the United States where I can call people a cunt if I want to, think that the rules don't apply to me over there. It's very stupid. Chantal, your parents did you a huge disservice. Truly, it all starts when you're young and you're taught how to say please and thank you, and you're taught your manners, how to be polite, how to be respectful, and you're taught when you're visitor places that you respect their rules, whether you think they're stupid or not, right? Your parents did you a huge disservice. I'm not saying it's all their fault, but I'm saying if they had spent actual time with you instead of just handing you brownies and cheeseburgers, you might have had a better shot in life. Right? Am I wrong about that? I feel like I don't know, when I started talking, like, that's when my parents started telling me, like, "Okay, remember, say please. Okay, what if they gave you something, say thank you." I was always told too, like, when you go to your friends' houses, you listen to their parents. You do. It doesn't matter if you think their rules are stupid. If if you wanna put your elbows on the table and that's a rule in their home that you don't put your elbows on the table, you're not gonna put your fucking elbows on the table. I feel like that's a normal thing, but Foodie's family didn't pay much attention to her, it seems like. Get med abuse or pet med abuse is definitely a thing. I thought you said get med abuse. I'm like, no, thank you. I've already been there, done that. Fried a few brain cells. I'm not trying to go back. Um, you should know better than going after or going to a real doctor. The nerve of me, the nerve. I don't know. I should have met somebody in the back alley. They could have cured this. All right. I think I'm eventually okay. Are we at the voice notes? Yes, you guys. Wait, let me read this one first. Your mom's emotional support carrot says, Chantal, you're reading X post and angry as fuck. I'd like to remind you that Natter chose Dee Dee and Salah is fed up with you. Yeah, her life sucks. Okay, let me play this voice note, you guys. I think this is the written transcript of it. Well, obviously it is. Okay. Listen, egghead. Not you, Paws, Kuwait. I'm talking to my laptop. Okay, so this is the transcript, basically. Now we're going to hear it.
No, we never did, and we never will make fun of her weight, how she looks like, and whatever. It's like
Oh, mother
it's
effer.
relevant how she looks like and how much she weighs. We are like notified the authorities and already been one complaint was already been submitted to the social affairs, and it will be forwarded to the public prosecutors, inshallah, within tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And now we are after Salah, her husband Salah. Now we are after him. Let her say whatever she wants to say. If she's really in Canada, if she's really not innocent, not guilty, then why running away? She should stay. She should face the charges. She should submit all the invoices and receipts that she claims that she has, and face the charges. Okay, and confront all the charges. But instead, she fled. Like she's saying that she's in Canada. Why are you fleeing? Why are you fleeing? That means she knows what she did and how much money she made out of those animals. She knows very well. That's why she fled.
Yeah, I remember Foodie
No.
saying in a community post raid she was accusing the woman from Paws, Kuwait of making fun of her weight with the haters. And she clarified in the beginning of her voice note, we never did and never will make fun of her weight. I haven't seen any evidence of them making fun of Chantal's weight. I do. I haven't seen them do it. Mary Beth said, my gut tells me Foodie is still in Kuwait, but I think I'm in the minority. What do you think? Oh, wait, hold on. There was more to this. I have more voice notes too. I'm just trying to basically catch us up on everything. So tomorrow morning when we go live, we know what's going on. Smear Drop said, I also wanted to add that I don't like going IRL. And I did not tell them that Chantal left for Canada. So Chantal may have fled to Canada and may be there right now. I'm not sure, but I did not want to ask too many questions. Salah is next. I love this for him. I think that that man with the micropene who somehow I don't know, he's disgusting. But this man who wants to rape women, it gives me peace of mind knowing that he is possibly going to end up in jail for a very long time. It just does. My gut tells me Foodie Beauty is still in Kuwait, but I think I'm in the minority. What do you think? Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you think she's still in Kuwait or do you think she's in Canada? Agree, Genevieve, but we all know that will never happen. I fucking hate how no matter the situation is, this pig always goes to people hating her because of her weight. Like, shut the fuck up and take some responsibility. You're in your 40s, for fuck's sake. What she won't say, too, is for the longest time, nobody made fun of her weight. At first, when she started fucking up, everybody was commenting, sorry, okay. Everybody was commenting on her actions, her racism, her basically saying that the mothers who sent their children to school the day that their school got shot up, it's their fault. Everybody hated her for the things that she did. But she started coming after the reaction channel's weight and trying to convince herself and everyone else that FFG is fatter than her, Yaba's fatter than her, Trash and Champagne is fatter than her, Bear is fatter than her, Fat Cow is fatter than her, right? Like all the people. And she started posting pictures of us and talking about our chins. So after a while, do you think people owe her kindness? Like if she's going to call everybody else a fat bitch, why can't she be called a fat bitch? What, because she actually is fat? Kuwait. Okay, let's see. That one. So most people think she's still in Kuwait. Her animal abuse, as much as I'd like to think Canada, I think she's in Kuwait. I can picture her hiding out. I can. The thing is, she's eventually going to have to leave the fart box, and she's going to be easy to spot. Here's a list of the countries um, that it seems like she won't be able to travel to. Wow. You see that? And one of her biggest flexes is that she travels, even though she like travels to places and stays in the hotel the whole fucking time just to eat and fart, whatever else. But she likes to think that she's this big world traveler and she's going to travel the world. Like, you're not going to be able to go to all of these places. And I feel like you've named a few of these. That sucks to be you. I'm not big on traveling, but it's nice to know that one day when I get that itch, I could pretty much go where I wanted to. I mean, there won't be a blacklist, there won't be a ban. That's a really good feeling. I'm your Huckleberry said, okay, Foodie Beauty just triggered a review of her social media platforms by the Attorney General. You better hope they don't stumble across really offensive stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see this. Content review process. Once a case is under formal review in Kuwait, especially if it's referred to the Attorney General, it becomes standard procedure for authorities to review social media platforms, including YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, document evidence of behavior inconsistent with public morality laws, visa restrictions, or cybercrime statuses. Cross-reference public content with immigration records to see how long she's been in a country and under what visa class. This is why you live an honest life, or you should strive to, where you're not paying people off or seeing what loopholes you can find. Like, it really is helpful to just do the right thing, follow the laws you're supposed to, and then you don't have to worry about all this. It also really helps if you plan on moving somewhere permanently to be with your fake husband. It would help if you read up on the laws, right? Salah did her a disservice too. Like, he's been there a minute and he couldn't warn her about any of this stuff? Huh. Okay, so Samir Drop said Paws Kuwait is okay with me sharing the information they send me, by the way. So this person has been talking with them. Paws Kuwait said, it's okay, dear. I will send you a new voice message with the new info. You can share it. I do have that. She said, that is so kind. Thank you. People have been very receptive to what you've had to say. I just want to get your side out as best as I can as well. Okay, but before we get to the voice notes, let's just play this clip to remind ourselves of what Foodie said not that long ago. Play. Oh, come on already.
If you don't want to be arrested, don't travel to a place, to a foreign country where you know nothing about the laws.
Like you did?
You don't respect the culture or the people. If you don't want to be arrested, don't travel to a place, to a foreign country where you know nothing about the laws. You don't respect the culture or the people.
I just had a flashback to not that long ago. What was it, last week when her and Salah were driving around like bats out of hell, and he was honking at everybody. Like if the light had just turned and they didn't move fast enough, he was honking if they didn't get out of his way. Like those two have been the rudest to the people of Kuwait. They really have. I bet they can't wait to get these two assholes out of there. How did Pete's run through 10K already? Because he doesn't work. And unfortunately, everything is so expensive now. Like, even for example, I went to Walmart.com because I need conditioner. And I swear not that long ago, I paid like $6 for conditioner. But for the same fucking conditioner, it's $12 now. Anyways, I'm saying this to say it's expensive to live even if you have a job. So imagine not having one and then you get $10,000. Like, that'll go fast, right? Think of how expensive food is, rent, all that stuff. I don't know, plus he seems careless with money. He probably bought, like, a bunch of My Little Pony stuff, whatever else he does. I don't even wanna know, to be honest. What about her merch? She's making money with that too. She is. Well, supposedly, and that Bethadone person bought a bunch of merch from her, and she was posting it on her page. So there is proof of Foodie Beauty's merch is being bought. Bethadone has it on her channel. Jack of Hearts said, "No, just no, you lard-brained sack of rat dung. Nobody is comparing you to Vitally. It's the irony of what you said. Ma'am, listen to yourself. Also, this isn't about a kitten. Crazy that your one brain cell hasn't comprehended the situation you put yourself in yet." So, I guess this was a community post by her. Now I'm being compared to Vitally, who literally purposely antagonized police and broke the laws, knowing what he was doing. He didn't try to help a dying kitten. There's a big difference, morons. The haters are just salivating with hard-ons, hoping on a downfall or jail for someone. So sad. You all need help. Anyway, ain't gonna happen. I wouldn't be so smug. I do hope you go to jail. I do hope that. And I don't just wish everyday people would go to jail. I wish the people who harmed people and animals would stay there permanently. I wish the people that want to rape women were locked away for good. So I'm really excited that your husband's going to be facing legal trouble too. Foodie, you were not going to stop on your own. You just weren't. You thought you were bigger than Kuwait. You thought you were bigger than their law. You thought you were better than them, to be honest. And look at where it got you. Look at where it got you. And I think too, seriously, if you would have started out by apologizing, "Hey, I messed up royally. I really like being here. I really respect the people here. I respect the animals. What can I do to fix this?" Instead, you went on a whole rage. A whole ass rage. Now you can rage from jail. I thought these were funny wanted posters. Foodie's wanted for donation fishing, animal abuse, reckless driving, public indecency. That's true. Fraud and forgery and littering. If you know the whereabouts of this felon, please contact the cutoff. Oh, Salah has one too. Somebody asked Grok, where is Foodie Beauty? Grok said she's currently in Kuwait. She is reportedly facing legal issues there, including investigations for fraud related to donations, and has expressed a desire to return to Canada. However, her exact whereabouts cannot be confirmed with certainty based on available information. Okay, well, we know one thing for sure. You can't miss her. She's going to be out in public and somebody is going to see her. Somebody will spot her. Yeah, she thinks she could do no wrong. That's true. I'm telling you, her parents did a huge disservice. This is the case number, and I honestly might get this as a tattoo. Probably not, but I still think it's pretty amazing. Booty Beauty, you have a case number. You always bragged about not having a criminal record. Well, you're about to. I love this for you so much. I've never slept better. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining. It's amazing. Life is so good. Look at this picture of them. Oh my God. Simone said, "Hey, Chantal, where is your husband?" Probably hiding like the pussy he is. Woof woofing to himself in the dark. Sperming everywhere, I'm sure. All right, let's keep going. Okay. I want to get to these clips. V said, with the information that Kuwaiti Paws is coming out against Chantal and her husband, with and the fact that she fled Kuwait to avoid being charged, she is likely to face some legal consequences? Yes, let's hope. Is that it? Oh, imprisonment, deportation, and a ban from having re entry are possible factors. There is also a possibility that the authorities could work with international affairs to pursue her to bring back to Kuwait to face those charges. Oh my God, I would love that, you guys. I would love for her to make it to Canada and they go there and get her and bring her ass back. Please let that happen. Genevieve said Salah's going to be a human toilet for the inmates. Oh, he's going to enjoy jail too much. No, it needs to be a punishment. He's going to like to be shit on. Oh my, they have to send him somewhere else. They have to. Put him in a cell with Chantal for 5 years, and that's it. I feel like that would set anybody straight, right? Where in the world is Foodie Beauty? Carbon sandwich queso. Thank you, Genevieve, for the super chat. But instead, wait, carbon sandwich queso, but instead of stealing monuments, she steals defenseless kittens and her followers' money, then disappears in a new country. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I can't see this post, but now where did I go? Oh, shoot. Well, then I just got rid of you guys. Come back. I think I fixed it. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I don't know where you guys went. Hold on, I'm going to find you. If you can hear me. Uh, you're not even minimized. Hold on, we're going to go. No, but if I go back in the StreamYard. Hold on. Just bear with me for a second. I'm trying to make you come back. Okay, you can hear me. That's good. Okay, now hopefully I can go back into StreamYard. But then I think there's going to be two of me in there. Oh, poop. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Huh. Oh, now there's a bunch of me. Which one do I get rid of? Go away, breezy number two. Get out. I don't. Oh, fuck. Uh, Okay, I think I fixed it. Oh, there's an echo. Ugh. Hold on 1 second. Let's try this again. There's an echo. I'm just gonna try to if it's gonna work. Hold on. Okay, can you guys hear this way? I'm gonna be kind of distracted, but I really want to finish this. This is so annoying. All right, hold on one second. Please. Hello, hello. I don't know, press one if you can hear me okay. I think I turned me down a lot because I didn't want to hear my echo. But if it's doable, we'll just continue. I'm having too much fun with this. The fact that I'm muted. Oh, let's see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right, there's an echo. So, so annoying. Okay, just go through it, Breezy. Go through. So, Foodie Beauty has a. I can't do this. Okay, so Foodie Beauty has a CD made for her. A whole CD envelope attached. So they have a lot on her. Narcy said if this was translated correctly, the complaint that Paws it sounds good, okay. The complaint that Paws Kuwait shared along with the original filing states that they attached a CD of evidence. Fugitive Beauty, big bleh. Fugitive Beauty. The CD most likely contains all the screen clips of super chats and donations that weren't sent or that were sent to Kuwait. The echo is driving me insane, so I'm sorry, you guys. Anyways, this just tells me this is bigger than Foodie even realizes. I think it might be starting to set in that she's in a lot of trouble, but I don't think she realized how much shit she really got in for her and Salah. Pasquate said, please note that more complaints are on the way and will be shared with you for transparency. Okay, I said more complaints are on the way, most likely harassment and threats as per her post yesterday. Foodie Beauty has really hung her husband and his family out to dry. She doesn't give a fuck about them. She doesn't. Oh, wait, hold on. Barely. Sounds good. Okay. I'm very low. Let me try and fix it again. I think it's because there's two of me in this studio. All right, how's that? All right. I'm not even sharing the screen, am I? The echo's throwing me off. All right, let me share this. I want you guys to see the clip. Chantal lied when she said they couldn't find the mother because here's a clip from her live of her saying the kitty was playing with its mom.
We can at least help her out. The Beezers want to help
Okay,
too.
hello.
Okay, we're gonna go right
You
home.
have to go now.
Okay, grab. Okay.
I'm in here 3 times, you
Okay,
guys.
you'll take
3
care of
times,
it.
and I'm not even sure if you guys could still hear me. Oh, fuck, I started over.
She's chasing the cat. Oh, she.
No, no.
Chasing the older cat.
Oh my god.
You're a little beezer.
The small cat was chasing a big cat.
Her nails are sharp. Ow.
What if...
No, we could just do my PayPal if you guys want to send money to the She's panting. Okay, let's bring her home. We can at least help her out. The beezers want to help.
Okay,
too. Okay, we're gonna go right
Is there
home.
an echo for her?
Grab.
It was so close. Yeah, it's so close, right?
Okay.
Okay, you'll take care. You'll take care of her. Yeah.
You want me to stop? Is it a boy? I can't tell. We'll find out.
Is it playing?
People say don't do that. You better not. It's what? A huge mistake. But now.
Oh shoot.
Okay. We don't have a cage. Do you want to go home and get the cage?
Yeah.
Can you guys even see this? I don't know. For me, it's just showing a blank screen, and then I hear me a bunch of times. Not now. See, it's because I'm in here so many times. Fuck my life. Okay, hold on. Okay, if you want to hold on 2 minutes. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna try and fix this one more time. I'm gonna exit out and come back in. I really want you guys to hear the last few tweets. So I'll be right back, okay? Oh my God, this is so much better. Okay, can you hear me now? Let's see. Hello, hello. Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. I think I kicked the rest of the breezies out. There was 3 of me in here, you guys. Every time I would talk, I would hear every word I said 3 times. There was like a whole echo, like if I yelled out into the distance and I was like, hello, and somebody went, hello. I don't know, it was really annoying. Okay, I'm back. We can continue. Now let me log into Twitter. I don't know what the hell I did, but I ended up with multiple me's in there. I don't know where I was sharing screens to and from. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna start at the top. You hear me good? Clear audio now. Well, that's good. Well, it wasn't clear for a minute because there were so many of me in there. It was so distracting. Okay, so we're just gonna start from the top and go down to where we were. Girl World comment said, Foodie Beauty filming fake praying. Also, she filmed in a graveyard and walked all over the graves. Oh, and the oil fields. Yeah, I heard that they're gonna be looking into all of that. Specs appeal. Hey, Teardrop is mad at me talking shit on my last live's comments. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, hold on, I'm on my way to your channel. Your last live. Okay. By the way, I just subscribed. Under the live pool party? Why wasn't I invited? Okay. Stacy said, "You are a hypocrite. You tell people to not make fun of others and to be kind when you bash Chantel not knowing the truth. I'm so disappointed in this." She replied, "Respectfully, I do not bash anyone. If there's a truth that would change the narrative, then she is not giving it. And honestly, if she did, who would believe her because she's never told the truth before? I think it's a really nice thing that you stick up for your friend. I think you have a big heart, but I think you've misplaced your trust. If you can show me one instance of me saying something just to be mean about her, you let me know. Something that's not true and that was said just to get a laugh will never happen. I saw the very best in her, or at least I tried to. She doesn't care about you, Teardrop, or anyone else." That was a good reply. You're not a hypocrite. You probably woke up to her. I think for the longest time, a lot of us thought that she was going to change or she was somebody just trying to do her best, but she's an evil, evil person. I'm sorry, Goldie. I think you need to talk to a professional. I mean, I'm happy to lend an ear, but if you were sexually harassed at your job, you need to speak to HR and probably a professional. I'm really, really sorry. Smeardrop said, "Could someone send me clips of Chantel recording the restricted areas?" So Smeardrop, you guys, has been talking to Paws Kuwait. So could someone send me the clips of Chantal recording the restricted areas, the oil fields, cemeteries, or even just links to the videos could help. Thanks again to everyone that has been helping. So Posquate said the main thing now I want more evidence of that was asking for a donation. And I want to have this video, but I want it like to be very clear that they are the ones who will do. Take a look at the video of the governmental building or the oil fields. That's what I need. Oh my gosh. Foodie, you're fucked. They're gonna look into every area. People were telling you not to film, and you said, "Oh, well." Foodie is absolutely vile and evil. Specs, we all wanted the best for her at one time. Now I could care less. I think you're in the same boat as the rest of us. Everybody was doing Foodie in disguise pictures. I thought this was really funny. Mean Kid said she's been spotted, guys. Enigma said Chantal said in the beginning that Posquate reported to her. This is so funny. That Posquate reported to her that she wasn't forced to return the kitten. She returned him willingly because she was worried about it being right to take him from his mom at 8 weeks. Now she changed the story, saying she was forced. She can't keep track of her lies.
Been seen. They gave it antibiotic pain treatment because it has infections in its lungs and in its nether regions. So it's just in bad shape. It hasn't eaten since like in a while. It was just in really bad shape. So we had it completely looked over, treated. We're given antibiotics to give twice a day. So basically, after getting online, buying all the supplies, I kind of felt like we kind of talked it over, and we felt like, you know, what if it does have a mom? Maybe we should see about the mom. I don't know. Anyways, long story short, we went back to the park and
No, it's okay, Goldie. I'm not a professional. I don't know how to help you in that area. I could tell you what I would do if I was being sexually harassed at a job. I would contact HR or see what my options are. I would talk to a manager. And then I'm not saying you should do this, but I probably would stop going to that job. You don't deserve that. Nobody does. But I don't know how to help. That's just my honest answer. I don't know how I can help you. Like I said, if you want somebody to talk to, you could DM me. But I don't know. I'm so sorry.
There is a mom. The mom looks also malnourished and not in good condition. But I don't know if it is right if we're able to just snatch cats off the streets. I don't know. I'm not in Canada. I'm in a different country, and I have to take that into account as well. So I will insert some videos of us here. Still, it'll still be Bruce Lee, our little cat, but it'll just be in the park.
I'm sorry it's really small, but I know you could zoom in on YouTube.
So yeah, we will still come daily to give the antibiotics and everything like that, and take care of the cat and feed the mom, give them water. It looks like the cat is still nursing despite being about 8 weeks, as what the vet said. So yeah, here's just some really cute footage of the kitten.
You know how she told us this whole thing was all of our fault? Not one part of this was
Been
our
seen.
fault. Not one part. Not one part. This is all Foodie's fault. She took the kitten. She shouldn't have done that, but that's not why she's in trouble. It's everything else after that. Begging for donations to help take care of it. She knew she wasn't supposed to do that. She knew. What is this? Oh God. By donating to Foodie Beauty, the Thicko Beezers helped create her criminality in Kuwait. I love that for them. Also, the Sauspios? How do you say it? Scamios? Oh, Scamios! The Scamios she made. I know a criminal when I see one. I do too. And yeah, it's amazing she's gone this long without a criminal record, to be honest with you. She, ugh. They're gonna have a field day with her in jail. They just are. She is so gross and rude. Like when you're in jail, people don't even like you reaching over their food. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. You can't leave hair anywhere. They will punch you and fight you. Good luck to you, Foodie Beauty. You are the most messy, disgusting person. I wish you well. Not really. I wish you the worst. Black Cat said, Foodie, you might as well put up your big girl panties or pull up your big girl panties and go face those charges. Wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. They're not going to let this go. If you didn't do anything wrong, you shouldn't have a problem. Running away is making it worse. Well, when you run and you flee and you hide out, you're already looking guilty. It's not helping your case. But she's not a woman. She can't woman up. She can't put on her big girl panties. She can't face the very adult decisions that she made. She wants somebody to bail her out, but I don't think anybody can this time. Melanie said, if Foodie Beauty doesn't go live soon, then I think she's definitely still in Kuwait hiding out. If she's in Canada, she'll eventually break down and rage live. But I think she's way too scared to go live if she's in Kuwait right now. She was scared before. Remember when she would get food delivered, how she would whisper? And we always wondered, like, you're clearly not supposed to be there, right? Why do you have to act like you don't live there? It's weird. Like, it's very weird, but I don't think she's supposed to be there in the first place, and now she has to hide out even more and worry about if they're gonna come knocking on the door looking for her. I'm so glad I don't have to live that way anymore. I am so glad. This is a video, how is Foodie Beauty allowed in Kuwait after this? Hold on, I just wanna tell you guys who it's by so you could go look at it. Okay, search hot wasabi. How is Foodie Beauty allowed in Kuwait after this? It's a 23-minute long video. Actually, I could share it with you guys. Hold on. It's a 23-minute long video, and it's just a summary of her behaviors, basically, but it's gonna be a good watch. Hey, Mandy, that's why I think she's still there. She would have gone live by now. That's true. She would have. Okay, here is the video. Please go show it some love and watch it. All right, I'm trying to find these voice notes. I know I have more. Oh, Hectic Moment said, oh, here's Foodie Beauty celebrating Halloween in her hijab from their Mangaff apartment. Again, this is her thumbnails she used for her videos. Yeah, I would feel offended. if I was a hijabi and if I lived my life a certain way, right, thinking that's the way that God wanted me to live. And I'm not trying to mean any disrespect. Like, I would feel offended if I covered my hair and behaved a certain way, and then here comes this woman in a hijab being the most vulgar, disrespectful person you'd have ever seen. I'd be offended. I would. But then Foodie would tell people who were offended that they weren't allowed to be because as a Muslima, I think you're only supposed to offer advice. You're not allowed to tell her anything else. Kelly put out a banger on all the illegal things she's recorded on her channel. Is there any way you could link Kelly's channel, please? I would appreciate it. Oh, I want you guys to see this. Erin's been very excited about it. So Dustin Daly did a poem for Amberlynn. Let's see.
Had several of you personally reach out to me to make a poem about Amberlynn Reed, so this is it. Cycle. Extended cut. She wakes up late, she hits record, says, hey you guys, like we've ignored the pantry raids, the weight gain trend, the daily vow to start again. She cries on cue, then laughs mid-bite, says, I'm not trolling. Yeah, alright. She journals dreams in glitter pens, then rage quits health by 5 p.m. It's weigh-in day, the scale broke down, it's salad time, she's out of town. Step goal set, she's feeling brave, then cancels walk because it's rain. She blames the past, she blames her knee, she blames the vlog, the doc, the tea. She blames the haters, blames the trolls, but never once those damn egg rolls. From torrid halls to health decline, she makes rock bottom look divine. And every arc that's deemed to stall still ends with guys, I told y'all all. So here we are, a decade deep. She's gaslit us to rapid sleep. But don't you dare expect real change. That's not the plot, it's just the range.
Okay, why was that so good though? I think somebody requested a Foodie Beauty poem too, and Dustin said he would do it, so I'm gonna play it when he uploads it. Who knew he was so talented? Oh wait, hold on. I do have Kelly's video, you guys. I do. I want to see if there's anything else I need to show you right this second. Do. Oh my gosh, P.I. said it's official, guys. Foodie Beauty finally fucked Salah. She did. Renzo Scissors said not for nothing, but I messaged Salah a year ago. I told him if he didn't get out now, his whole family was going to go down with her. And he blocked me. Okay, and here's the recent update. This was from 5 hours ago. Paws Kuwait most recent statements to everyone. Thank you to those who have shared so much evidence. We can only hope for justice now. Okay, after this, we're going to watch Kelly's video, you guys.
Please, all of you, be sure that we don't have any personal issues with Chantal. Before Bruce, we don't know who Chantal is, okay? But after what happened with Bruce, okay, and the information we received, plus the donation she made out of Bruce, okay, and she came and offered the money, like she want us to be her partner in crime. We had to collect the evidence, and notify the authority.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. So when she offered them the money after, it was like she wanted them to be incriminated as well.
Didn't stop there. Social affairs now is involved, and they're gonna send the complaint to the public attorney, and there will be an investigation. We sent everything to them in one CD, all the videos that she was asking for money. From day one she came to Kuwait until she left, as she said that she's already in Canada. Okay, and there will be new charges because we got to know that she made video of sensitive location in Kuwait, and it's huge. This is a huge,
Like more of a bribe, which is even more serious.
huge, a big crime. Okay, as a Kuwaiti citizen, I'm obliged to report that too, and I'm collecting also evidences against her and against her husband Salah, and also will be submitted soon to the what they call it, the state of security of state of Kuwait. Okay, because this is a big crime. She cannot videotape sensitive locations in Kuwait. It's a huge crime. Thank you so much for your continued support. I know that it took time, but collecting evidences, translate them to Arabic, takes time. It's not easy. Thank you so much, everyone.
She's so sweet. I love her voice. I really do. Okay, I heard this video. You guys were saying Kelly's video was really good, so we're gonna watch it together. It's like 2 minutes long, and then we'll go for the afternoon and come back tomorrow morning. I'll update you guys with anything I find out. I'll try to get on at like 7 a.m. if I can, if that works for you guys tomorrow. All right, hold on. Can you see the screen? So this is from Kelly's channel. Thank you, Kimberlina, for telling me about it. All right, I have way too many tabs open. Now I'm on the right one. Hopefully you guys see it. Yes. Hey everybody, by the way. Foodie Beauty is being oh wait. Sorry. Foodie Beauty is being investigated. The lady who opened the case is a Kuwaiti-born citizen. So she sees it as her duty to report what Foodie has illegally recorded and taken pictures of. So let's look back and see some of the things that she has done. This should be good. In Kuwait, recording or photographing certain subjects and in specific locations is strictly prohibited by law and can lead to several, oil facilities and infrastructure.
Kuwait oil fields make up 8% of the world's total oil reserves. The second largest in the world is the Bergen field. We passed by many of these oil fields and I found it really cool.
Government and military facilities. Courtrooms and judicial facilities.
We are today in the court.
Airports and ports. Yeah, Specs, I think she was the one harassing them. I'm not saying that Abizer didn't do it as well, but I know the types of emails that I would get during certain times of covering Foodie Beauty, right? They were so vile and disgusting. Talking about how I don't put enough lotion on my daughter's ashy skin. Anyways, things that only Foodie Beauty would say to another mother, right?
I'm on air this time, so we're gonna go check in. Let's go.
I'm gonna miss you, babe.
I'm gonna miss you so much, you and the pets.
Oh, just take care of yourself and have a safe travels.
Thanks, babe.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
Private individuals without consent.
It was very comfortable for me. Lots of pillows that Salah put in the back of me so I was comfortable.
Cheesy nacho corn. Wow. Maple. Oh, this is French fries with all the sauces. You get to put all the sauces on it.
If I caught that bitch filming my child, I would shove her phone so far up her patoot, it would need to be surgically removed. Religious sites with restrictions. My first time visiting a mosque. So stupid. Oh gosh. We've never seen her do this again, huh? I don't think she could do all this. Inside government buildings. This is a good video. Filming or taking photographs in cemeteries in Kuwait is generally... Oh.
Well, it's time to say goodbye for my mom. Goodbye, ma salama.
Bye, and I will take very good care of your son forever, inshallah.
Oh my god! She's gonna have your son in jail. You know that mom is rolling in her grave. You know she is. And I don't mean that disrespectful at all. Like, you know that she feels her son is in trouble. Like, you just know. Well, she could also be in heaven or something, and she doesn't really care what's going on in the world. But I would like to think that I would still be worried about my daughter. from over and beyond.
And I will take very good care of your son forever, inshallah.
So sweet, Dave.
Okay, Salah has allowed and actually recorded a lot of this footage. They are now going after him. So stay tuned to see what's gonna happen. I am so excited, you guys. I'm sorry if I don't really sound like it. It's just because, like I said, I feel like my head is going to pop. That's the best way I can describe this. I feel like I'm full of a lot of air in my head, which is really not different than any other day. I kind of am an airhead, but this time I'm just congested on top of it. All right, I love you guys so much. I will be live first thing in the morning. So I will be keeping up with Paws Kuwait's Instagram. I will be keeping up with Twitter, and I'm going to try to go live around 7 a.m. so we could start off the morning early with some gossip. We'll also cover some girl world gossip too. But I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I don't know, this is fucking amazing. It is. And I don't really think that that makes us a bad person. Like, we've sat back and watched her disrespect everybody and everything, break law after law after law. Um, and then we were gaslit. And told us that she wasn't doing anything wrong and she wasn't doing anything she wasn't supposed to be doing. So it's nice to see that she was, in fact, breaking several laws, that she will, in fact, have to answer for some of these things. She's a brat. She's a brat and she needed to be stopped. And I love this. And I'm going to sleep amazing tonight. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Hold on one second. Tomorrow, you guys, I'm going to gift you guys 10 free memberships. So please be in the live tomorrow morning. Genevieve, Specs Appeal, Ragamuffin, Harry the Hunter, A Secret Squirrel, Different Sage. Thank you so much for the super chats. Tia, I missed your milestone. Thank you so much for being a member for 36 months. And thank you for being a member for 29 months. Joe, thank you for being a member for 26 months. And Lori, thank you so much for the generous super chat. I will be buying Portos. I love you guys, and I will see you in the morning. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I love you. Bye.